everybody, this is Frankie Abbruzzino with EDG Realty, realestatebyfrankie.com. Go there for your MLS, home valuations, news on the industry, or most important, to get a hold of me for buying or selling your home. Always use a registered real estate agent, or license, I should say. All right, so more Florida inventory. Is it happening? It depends on the price tiers that you're looking at. Basically, active inventory is up 68% year to year, but largely at higher price homes, because the homes between 150 to 300,000 are still being contracted out. There's strong demand out there for local and out of state buyers. They were coming into the market, especially Florida market. They were taking advantage of the cheaper mortgage rates for a few years, and the active inventory was at historic lows. That strong demand plus limited inventory created an environment of intense competition, increased sales prices. As we all know, you didn't see a lot of home sales. They would just say, we're going to pay X. They wouldn't put contingencies like a home inspection. They wouldn't do that because they would risk losing the deal. So you get that stuff out there, and now what we're starting to see, it was a buyer's market. We're starting to see that shift towards it was a seller's market. This is a seller's market. Starting to see that shift towards a buyer's market. You're starting to see more homes go for sale, more inventory, which for buyers will be a relief, and it'll turn into a buyer's market. Before they really didn't have much to choose from. There were record higher prices, and the incentives to buy just created for a very competitive market out there, which I just said. So what's happening? Which tiers? And not all tiers are the same. For example, the lower end homes, which are, and when I say lower end, Sarasota County, I think the average sales price is somewhere around $500,000, $500,000. Okay. So the houses that are being contracted and not sitting on the market a long time are the houses between 150 to 300,000. Now that could be individuals, like in the pre-pandemic days, you had individuals that had their incentive checks, had low mortgage rates, and they were moving into the market. And you could still probably see a lot of that. Individuals that held on to those incentive checks and waited for some shifts in the valuation of the homes. Who knows? Maybe they think now's a good time because mortgage rates have gone up just below 6%. Who knows what's happening out there? Essentially, there's about 1,500 homes in Florida that are priced between 1,500 or 150,000 to 200,000, and maybe close to 300,000 in that range. And so the investors aren't buying they're not buying as many houses up anymore. They're still looking at that 150 to 300 range because they have that low basis that provides a healthy return. But those are the houses that are moving. And is there a lot of them? Well, I said in Sarasota County, the average house price is $500,000. But what's happening is, pre-pandemic, this house 3-4 years ago when I bought it, for $250,000, it now goes for between $500,000 and $600,000 here in Pine Brook. And so that market's created a different environment, basically. And at the higher end market, there's a different story that's playing out. Like I said, 150 to 300,000, they're getting contracted, no problem. Houses above 400,000 to 1 million, primarily, between 3 to 400, some contracting, but 400,000 to 1 million, they're sitting on the market a lot longer. You're seeing that you're seeing the inventory build up, and it's making that shift more towards a buyer's market from a seller's market. And what you're seeing is a lot of those homeowners are saying, look, my house is up $250,000 since pre-pandemic. I'm going to go ahead and try to get rid of it now because mortgage rates are going to 6% almost. They're right just below it. They may go up when the Fed makes their next move. My valuation is capped out. I don't think I'm going to bring in any more for the house. So they look at different variables. So you're starting to see a lot more of those homes on the market, but you're not seeing as much interest from the buyers. And that, again, could be the same thing. The mortgage rates are too high. They may be thinking the homes are going to drop in value more. So a lot of variables are going on. A lot of variables are in play there. But that's where you're seeing more of the inventory that's out there. And so you're going to continue to see stuff like that. And like I said, it changes from market to market. Sarasota is going to be different than Port Charlotte. But I think you're going to continue to see that shift where it's going to be more of a buyer's market. I think most realtors will tell you that, especially as the interest rates climb up, and you'll start to see that people get nervous, especially when they see the valuations dropping. You are seeing changes in contracts, but I've seen increases and decreases in them. As I reported before, you are seeing people back out of deals, and that could just be the overall environment. A lot of people are worried about their jobs. Will I have the income to afford this house? Will I not? And those come into play. There are so many variables. It's amazing. And hopefully, when you're considering all this, you talk to your licensed Florida realtor like myself. You talk to a mortgager. I work with this great guy, Sel, and see what they say, see what options are available, and just try to get a view of the big picture. And what you're going to see is, with the higher rates, perhaps you didn't need that house with the pool. You were always set on getting the house with the pool. It was a great idea, and you would have done this just a couple months ago, but now with the interest rates up, you're thinking, that's a difference of 50,000. Let me go with this house over here instead, and you'll forego the pool. Or instead of living on the island in Venice and paying a ridiculous amount of money, you might be thinking, you know what? Pinebrook isn't a bad neighborhood at all. They're not cookie cutter homes. Let me move there. I like that. So a lot to consider, and I would love to help you out in that arena. And you can, as I said, you can reach me at realestatebyfrankie.com. Go there and check out the evaluation of your home. I have a link set up at the top of the page for it. If you're on mobile, you got to click the little square box at the far left, I think, to pull up the menu. But also your MLS, you can click it. You can actually set up so that you can get a weekly or daily report whenever homes come onto the market that meet your specifications. And it'll come under my MLS. You can contact me. Again, I represent buyers and sellers, and the ultimate goal is to make you happy in your new dream home here in lovely Sarasota County. That's it. So, Frankie, realestatebyfrankie.com. Stop by there. Everybody have a great weekend. It should be a great one out there, and enjoy yourselves. If you're in the Venice area, 9/11 ceremonies on Sunday, so that should be something that you could do besides just sitting at home or sitting out at the beach all weekend. All right, everybody. Talk to you later.